evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Motordrome Speedway. Tonight, we present the NASCAR Whelen All-American Series on Armed Forces Night. And helping us this evening to salute all of the military personnel who protect our freedoms around the world, Cub Scout Pack 569 from South Park, Pennsylvania, presenting not only the colors of Old Glory, but also presenting the flag of each branch of the United States military service here on the front straight. At this time, we ask that each and every one of you please rise up from your seats, and gentlemen, remove your caps. If you are moving around the Speedway grounds, please pause with us for our opening ceremonies, as here this evening to deliver our invocation is Sue Shaler from the New Stanton United Methodist Church, and here to sing our national anthem, 11-year-old Dylan Shaler of the New Stanton United Methodist Church. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we turn the microphone over to Sue Shaler.
Heavenly Father, we thank you for all the blessings you have given to us. We thank you for this beautiful day and this time to enjoy it. We ask that your hand of protection be on all those who are racing tonight, and that they may be secure knowing that you are always there for them. Dear God, hold our troops in your loving hands. Protect them as they protect us. Bless them and their families for the selfless acts they perform. We ask this in Jesus' name. Amen.
Please remain standing for the singing of our national anthem by Dylan Shaler.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
11-year-old Dylan Shaler, ladies and gentlemen. Special thanks to Sue and the New Stanton United Methodist Church. And ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for our military service branches represented tonight by Cub Scout Pack 569 from South Park, Pennsylvania. And now, race fans, are you ready to go NASCAR racing? 5 divisions of the NASCAR Whelen All-American Series about to take center stage here at Motordrome Speedway. Nicola in 69, Mike Bacalon in 48, John Greenewalt in 12, Bill Henry in 64. Here's the green flag. Looking like a parade lap down the back straight, the cars remain door to door at full speed. Joe Nicola, the 69 car. Several-time feature and heat race winner this season. Bacalon in the 48, now side by side with Greenewalt's 12. The 48 car of Mike Bacalon, the former modified division champion who ended his retirement and returns to the cockpit, driving the Rich Burbage-owned Monte Carlo. He's falling back to third now as Greenewalt advances to second. Bill Ashton in the 35 car challenges for third. Ashton has had a couple of stellar weeks of competition just recently. Last Friday night, Ashton was battling for the lead early in the feature event with Bill Henry, and Henry rides in the 5th position now behind the 35 of Ashton. Mike Bacalon trying to move back up into 2nd spot after Greenewalt took that position away, working lap number 3 of 8. In just a moment, we'll tell you how we play the Subway Street Stock Challenge. Gives each and every one of you an opportunity to win a free 6-inch meatball sub from participating Subway locations here tonight. Joe Nicola out to a big lead now in car 69, seeing the crossed flags indicating halfway through this heat race. 4 laps down, 4 to go, and the battle for second is intense. Mike Bacalon using every inch of the racetrack and a couple inches of the apron, trying to fight back into the runner-up position around the 12 of John Greenewalt, who passed him for that spot early in the going. Side by side, headed to the scoring line. Greenewalt officially hangs on to second, working lap number 5. Bacalon now drifting up, making contact with the Greenewalt number 12 car, 2 longtime veteran competitors of other divisions, fighting for the runner-up position in this Subway Street Stock heat. Now it's Ashton in the 35 that has the door closed on him in 4th. Joe Nicola with a big lead in car number 69, the only Ford-powered automobile in this field, pulling away from Mike Bacalon, John Greenewalt, and Bill Ashton. White flag signals final lap. Bacalon reclaims the second spot over Greenewalt. Ashton in 4th, and here comes Bill Henry challenging in the 64 car, but out of turn number 4, another heat race checkered flag for Joe Nicola. Mike Bacalon coming home in 2nd over John Greenewalt, Bill Ashton, Bill Henry, and Jonathan Heilman. Another Don Blank from Elizabeth. Last week's feature winner drives the blue number 25, Dave the Hammer Tavermina, and starting last in car 50, Tony Manganello from Clairton. Several feature winners in this event. Shawn Phillips in car 31 has one heat race victory this season. Currently Phillips 3rd in the championship point standings. Jason Holder is 2nd. Points leader Adam Kostelnik 3rd and challenging. 8 laps the distance for this Subway Street Stock preliminary heat race, and Adam Kostelnik moves to the inside of the 74 of Jason Holder. Kostelnik trying to win 2 division championships, drops a wheel to the infield and pulls door to door with Jason Holder, taking over the 2nd position officially on lap 2. It's Kostelnik. Jason Holder in car 74 has been victorious at Motordrome, but not in 2007 as he falls back to 3rd. Kostelnik not only the points leader, but the leading feature winner in car 05. And Shawn Phillips from Jefferson, PA continues to lead the pack now, working lap number 3 of 8. Shawn Phillips was a rocket ship at the beginning of the season, then had some brake system problems later in the year. And Adam Kostelnik diving to the inside to make it a side-by-side fight for the lead. Kostelnik on the low side, Shawn Phillips up top. New leader is Adam Kostelnik at the crossed flags. 4 laps down, 4 laps remaining. Phillips in car 31, a solid championship contender all season long, and now a fight for 3rd develops. The 21 car, which is scored as number 25, is last week's feature winner. Dave the Hammer Tavermina streaking into the 3rd position below Jason Holder. Tavermina, a 2-time feature winner, making only occasional starts in 2007, climbing into the 3rd spot. Holder is 4th, and Tony Manganello, the Costa Construction number 50 car, cracking into the top 5 after starting last. Kostelnik, your leader, sees the signal of 2 laps to go. Tavermina diving to the inside of Shawn Phillips out of turn 2 and down the back straight. The runner-up battle is a heated one. The Hammer on the inside, Phillips on the outside. And Tavermina completes the pass in turn 4 as the leaders reach the white flag, signaling final lap. Carrying sponsorship from Stan's Transmissions and Tube City Beer, the Folkmeyer Racing number 05 car of Adam Kostelnik with an advantage of 6 or 7 car lengths over last week's winner, Dave Tavermina, heads to the checkered flag, and another heat race win for Kostelnik. Tavermina in second, Shawn Phillips third, Jason Holder fourth, and Tony Manganello fifth. Second in the point standings. The 40 car is Brian Shipp from Jefferson Hills, and the 4 is George Thomas. Green flag is out, 8 laps the distance for the Lincoln Welders Modifieds. Jim Nicola taking the lead from Ben Easler in car 7, and here comes Chris Brink to fight for the runner-up spot. Easler in car number 7 has been the hard luck driver in this division all season long, and he's got first-year modified racer Chris Brink to his inside. Brink, all the way from Glen Campbell, Pennsylvania, in car 3, takes over the runner-up spot. Here comes Jorge Nicola, second in the championship points chase, now third on the racetrack as Ben Easler closes the door on Tom Frank to hold on to 4th position. Trouble for Jorge Nicola and Chris Brink on the front straight. Ben Easler is collected with a flat tire, but Jorge Nicola showering sparks into turn number 1 in car 97. Thomas from Pittsburgh, green flag back out as Ben Easler rejoins competition. Jim Nicola in car number 5, whose nephew George just went for that wild ride, opening up a 5 or 6 car length lead over the 6 of Tom Frank. Frank, the youngster from Concord, Ohio, holding down the runner-up spot over Brian Shipp in the 40 and the 3 of Chris Brink. Black flag displayed for Ben Easler. You are not allowed to return to action after making a pit stop in heat racing. That's a Motordrome Speedway procedure. So Easler will retire from the event. 3 laps have been completed. Leader Jim Nicola got a little loose in turn number 1, maintains an advantage of about 6 car lengths over Tom Frank in the 6. Ben Easler slows to head pit side as the field charges past him. Signal this time of crossed flags, 4 laps down, 4 to go. Tom Frank now closing in on the leader. Frank has won a couple of heat races already this season. Frank has a couple of second place feature runs under his belt as well as a young lion, and he's catching veteran Jim Nicola in the battle at the front. Lead margin down to about a car length and a half in turn number 4. Nicola, the 2-time champion. Tom Frank, the young up-and-coming driver, sponsored by Stan's Transmissions. Tom Frank, in a modified owned by his father, making the long commute from the Cleveland suburbs every Friday to compete with us at Motordrome. Closing in on Pittsburgh's Jim Nicola for the heat race victory. Brian Shipp rides third as the white flag signals final lap. Last time out of turn number 2 for the leaders. This one will be settled between Nicola and Frank, headed into turns 3 and 4. The 2-time former modified champion and longtime Motordrome veteran seeing the checkered flag, a heat race win for Jim Nicola over Tom Frank, Brian Shipp, and Chris Brink in the 3. Vernon outside in car 34. It's Rich Nicola from Pittsburgh. 8 laps for the Lincoln Welders Modifieds. Green flag is out. Leader Huffman dropping a wheel onto the apron, trying to take the lead from Obolinski, the rookie, trapped on the high lane. He gets freight trained on the inside. Huffman Jr., a greatly improved racer in car number 9 this season, leading a 2-wide battle between Harry Ofer and Adam Kostelnik. 2 of the leading winners on the season, chasing down the 9 of Huffman. Adam Kostelnik darts to the outside in car number 60. He is the points leader and a 3-time champion. Pulling about a car length ahead of Huffman in turns 3 and 4, and he will make it official, taking over the lead on lap 2. Kostelnik the leader, Huffman in second, Ofer in third. Harry Ofer in the 01 car using a crate engine under the hood of that J-Yurt chassis in third spot. Veteran Rich Nicola, the former Pure Stock champion, in fourth. Working lap number 3 of 8. The battle for second begins to heat up. Harry Ofer in the 01 and the 9 of Rick Huffman. Both of those drivers racing about 5 or 6 car lengths off the rear bumper of Adam Kostelnik at the signal of halfway. Rick Huffman in second position, seeking a career first feature victory. Gets some light rear bumper contact from Ofer, who got his first career win early in 07 and backed it up with 2 more. Huffman breaks the back tires loose in turns 1 and 2. He slides just a bit, allows Rick Huffman to open up a 2-car length advantage, holding on to the runner-up position behind leader Adam Kostelnik. Battle for fourth enters turn number 1. Kostelnik's teammate John Probanich in the 68 looked to the inside of Rich Nicola, could not make a pass. White flag will be displayed this time on the front straight. 3-time and defending champion Adam Kostelnik in the 60 car. The Luzader Auto Service Boland machine number 60. The leading feature winner in the division. The championship points leader, stretching out to more than a straightaway advantage in this preliminary event. Out of turn number 4, another heat race victory for Adam Kostelnik in car 60 over Rick Huffman in the 901 of Harry Ofer. Rich Nicola and John Probanich complete the top 5. Bhajana from Monongahela, 60 is Tommy Beck from Murraysville, and 44 is Gregory Kelly from Connellsville. Green flag is out, 10 laps the distance. Out to an early lead in the 15, Todd Price, the Frankie Day Oldies Show Ford. He's got a couple car length advantage over Martell, and the battle for second is heated already. Larry Bhajana diving to the inside of Shawn Phillips, completing the pass for third position on lap 1. Side by side racing for the 5th spot. 3-time feature winner Tommy Beck in car 60 challenging Gregory Kelly to the inside. We've got a war up front for the lead as well. Todd Price drifting up to the middle of the racetrack opens the door for Kyle Martell. Nearly a dead heat at the scoring line, working lap number 2. Todd Price was officially the leader by just inches at the scoring line on lap 2. Kyle Martell from Lebanon, Pennsylvania takes the lead in car 59, and storming up from the back of the pack, here comes Larry Bhajana in the 00. Bhajana has had a stellar 3 weeks with top 10 finishes. Just 2 weeks ago, the driver of the 00 started 14th in the feature and placed 6th. While he challenges for the lead, Tommy Beck dives below Todd Price in the stands transmission 60. At the scoring line, working lap 4 of 10, Kyle Martell hangs on to the lead by only a fender. The Lebanon Laser very comfortable on the outside racing grooves of the Motordrome Speedway in all 4 of his starts this season. Now Larry Bhajana looking for his first checkered flag of the year, completes the pass at the crossed flags. Halfway, 5 laps down, 5 to go, and Tommy Beck gets into the back of Martell, spinning to the outside in turn 2. It's the 59 of Kyle Martell, the early race leader. Caution flag will wave for the 59, the Lebanon Laser, Kyle Martell. Martell has made 3 previous starts this season at Motordrome, and in all 3 of those starts, he has used the highest possible groove of the racing surface to advance in both heat and feature competition. Hannah out in front for the first time this season, looking for a checkered flag in the 00, green flag back out. 5 laps remaining. Tommy Beck in car 60, closing just a bit on Bhajana's 00 machine. Bhajana races here on Fridays, Jennerstown on Saturdays, and has a string of top 10 finishes going for him as they are door to door in turn number 1 on lap 6 of 10. Tommy Beck to the inside, Larry Bhajana on the outside. New leader leader will be Tommy Beck in car 60. The Murraysville driver out in front after recent DNFs with mechanical problems on that machine. Beck has been lightning fast all throughout 2007. Electrical problems plagued the team early in the season. Last year, a brake caliper exploded early in the feature after Beck took the lead, and now the signal of 2 laps to go. White flag will be displayed as the field moves by the scoring line on the front straight, with Tommy Beck out in front of Larry Bhajana, Todd Price in third, Gregory Kelly in fourth. First of 3 heat races for the Napa NASCAR Super Late Models will be won by Murraysville, Pennsylvania's Tommy Beck in car 60. Larry Bhajana finishing second, Todd Price third, Gregory Kelly fourth, and Shawn Phillips completing the top 5. 8 is Dan Lewis from Monongahela. The 9 is last week's winner, Will Thomas from Sharpsville. And the 5 is Matt Hauser as we're green and racing. Heavy hitters at the front of this field by luck of the draw. Mark Catone in car 31 out to an early lead. Rick Miller from Dunbar, Pennsylvania, the Roberto Clemente number 21 car. Looking to the outside for the lead, Neil Brown, the 3-time winner, is right there. 5 track championships among the drivers, first and second on the speedway. Mark Catone in car number 31. Falling back into the second position now, Rick Miller taking over the lead in car 21. Neil Brown in the 98 car, a team ride to Shawn Phillips' efforts, making this a 3-car fight at the front. Rick Miller has heat race victories already this season, as does Neil Brown in the 98. Mark Catone is right there with this battle, beginning to work lap number 3 of 10. On the inside, the Al's Construction, J&J Ford of Mark Catone. Door to door now with Neil Brown in the 98 as Miller out by himself with an advantage of about a car length and a half in the lead. Working lap number 4 now, make it a 4-car battle. All the way from the back of this field, last week's winner, Will Thomas in car 9, climbs into the fray. Neil Brown dives to the inside on the back straight, trying to take position away from Rick Miller. Signal of halfway greets new leader Neil Brown. Brown, the Brooks Automotive Group. Nagy Sunoco Gas and Oil number 98 takes the point position away from 3-time track champion Rick Miller. Mark Catone hanging on to third, trying to hold off the advances of Will Thomas in the 9 from Sharpsville. Will Thomas driving the Colonial Metal Products PI&I number 9 car. Followed up his Motordrome victory last week with a win at Holland Speedway in New York last Saturday in the Budweiser 100, challenging Catone for third on the racetrack. Neil Brown's margin of lead increasing to about 7 or 8 car lengths over Rick Miller. Will Thomas in the 9 and Mark Catone in the 31 still having a heated fight for third position as the signal of 2 laps to go is given to the field. Thomas has secured third and he's going for second. The drivers currently first and second in the championship points with the Mara Series are fighting for second in this heat race as the white flag waves for Neil Brown. Thomas takes over second position on the racetrack. Coming into tonight, he's third in the championship standings. But up front, the driver, with 2 years of dirt track racing experience, returning to pavement in 2007, takes another checkered flag. It's Neil Brown over Will Thomas, Rick Miller, Mark Catone, and Dan Lewis. Car 11 is Bobby Henry from Connellsville. His teammate in the 95 from Somerset is Gary Wiltrout, driving car number 20. For the second week in a row, Doug Bakioki, as there's contact in row 2 between Komarinsky and Dave Marrow. Row number 1, side by side down the back straight. Former truck division kingpin Steve Black in the Toyota Camry number 1. Outside of him, the Chevrolet of Bo Glemba, the modified division graduate. Bo Glemba driving the Chad Hemphill entry number 18, taking the lead in his second start in a late model. Glemba with several modified victories in his career. Car being scored as number 78 as it passes by the scoring line to lead lap number 2. In the second spot, the Penn West Toyota Lift Massey Toyota Camry of Steve Black is going to hit the outside wall. A mechanical problem, as we're calling his name, in second position. Allows points leader Bobby Henry to come from deep in the field to the runner-up spot. The 20 of Bakioki is on the inside of Steve Black. And Black, with some kind of suspension malfunction in the one car, drops from second spot to last here on lap number 3. In turn number 3, the racing action is just about 3 wide. Bakioki in the 20. Dave Merrow in 69 and John Komarinsky in 33 fighting with 2002 track champion Gary Wiltrout in 95. Steve Black retires from competition. Bo Glemba with a healthy lead on this field. This is the second night he's ever competed in a late model, and he's leading by half a straightaway over points leader Bobby Henry at the midpoint of this event. 5 laps down, 5 laps to go. Back in the field, meanwhile, Gary Wiltrout has stormed past all 3 of the cars in front of him. Wiltrout, third on the speedway, has passed the 69 of Merrow, the 33 of Komarinsky, and the 20 of Bakioki. Working lap number 6, and Bo Glemba from Charleroi, Pennsylvania, who parked his family-owned modified number 99 to take a crack at NASCAR late model competition in the Chad Hemphill-owned number 78 car. Running away with this event in his second career start. If he takes the checkered flag, he will have beaten the best to do it, as 6-time heat race winner Bobby Henry is second, but not gaining tremendous amounts, as Henry suffering from a back injury in recent weeks, holding down the runner-up spot over his teammate Gary Wiltrout in third. The Paul Agrudo Motorsports Fords in second and third, sponsored by Lint Flooring, Stone & Company, and Megan Ford, are chasing the Chad Hemphill-owned number 78, driven by Bo Glemba, who takes the white flag. Last Friday night, Bo Glemba drove his first 35-lap Napa NASCAR Super Late Model feature. And after winning in his modified career, coming out of turn number 4, we'll see the checkered flag in his second event heat race win for Bo Glemba over Bobby Henry, Gary Wiltrout, John Komarinsky, and Dave Merrow. Cody Quarek. The 16 is Ed Deneen. The 4 is Terry Schwartz. The 61 is Ron Eifert III. 32 is defending champion Dan Jordan. 44 is 14-year-old Mary Catherine Shimko. Early leader Cody Quarek in car number 9, the dirt track convert. He's a teenager who spent last season racing at the Latrobe Speedway. Now a pavement rookie with all-time leading winner Ed Deneen in second. Five laps the distance for the American Flyers preliminary heat race, the lead battle heating up. The 9 of Cody Quarek and the 16 of Ed Deneen. Deneen, the former champion, Quarek seeking a career first feature victory. Dan Jordan, last year's champion, riding in the third position. Laps the distance, 2 are completed with 3 to go. Cody Quarek in car 9, holding off Ed Deneen for the lead. Quarek will be a late model driver in 2008, maintaining the lead by just a fender over Ed Deneen. Dan Jordan in the third spot. Still side by side. It's a Dodge Shadow on the inside, a Chevy Cavalier on the outside. As Dan Jordan's Buick watches from third, veteran Deneen may be completing the pass this time by. White flag is in the air. Cody Quarek back to the second spot in the 9. Four-cylinder front-wheel drive street passenger cars, modified only for driver safety, competing on street tires. And the all-time leading winner in this division from Wilkinsburg, Pennsylvania, Ed Deneen, takes the checkered flag in tonight's heat race. Is Al Minjock, and the 1 is Tracy Keller, the defending champion. Green flag is out. Up front, the 48 car of Ed McConnell. His first season of racing here at Motordrome, and he's going to be the meat of a 3-wide sandwich. Bill Oldham on the bottom, Mike Lemley up high. Mike Lemley, the former driver of the 5 car in the inside lane, now steers the number 4 as he is points leader, and Ed McConnell will lead lap number 1. The rookie from Evans City, Pennsylvania, out in front in the Oldsmobile 48. Here comes the 5 of Bill Oldham from Connellsville. Oldham is a graduate of the American Flyers division. Points leader riding in 3rd. Matt Gardner in the 7 is another championship contender. 3 wide again. Mike Lemley next to his old race car with rookie McConnell on the high side. We're working lap 2 of 6, and Matt Gardner follows Lemley up front. New leader will be Dawson, Pennsylvania's Mike Lemley. Now in 2nd from Ruffsdale in the 7, Matt Gardner. Bill Oldham in the 5, now fighting with early race leader McConnell with Bob Garchak Jr. in 5th. Halfway through the first heat race for the Yellow Book Chargers. Mike Lemley in car 4, twice a feature winner this season. Matt Gardner in the 7 got his first career win in the division. He is also an American Flyers division graduate. Drivers 1st and 2nd on the racetrack are 1st and 2nd in the championship points battle as well. Lemley comes in here tonight with 642 points to Gardner's 627. Racing teams, Matt Gardner in car 7, riding in 2nd, Mike Lemley, the points leader up front in car 4. Checkered flag waving, another heat race win for Mike Lemley over Gardner. A torrid battle for 3rd will be won by inches at the line by Bill Oldham. 12 is Roger Bryan, 95, Jimmy Stokes from West Newton, the leading winner, and the 13 is Denny Keller as the green flag waves. So now we're told that the number 1 on the speedway right now is defending champion Tracy Keller, so we'll assume that the 1 car that was out in the last heat would be his brother Victor Keller. And right now, Tracy is side by side with Aaron Minjock, who recently went on a stretch of 3 wins in 4 weeks in car 34. Minjock, another graduate of the American Flyers in car 34, the Buick Regal, challenging to the inside of Keller's Pontiac Grand Prix. Up into 3rd now, the leading feature winner this season, Jimmy Stokes in car 95, another member of the MAG racing team. Minjock in 34, opening up a lead of 2 car lengths over the defending champion, Tracy Keller in 2nd, Jimmy Stokes in 3rd, Ed Neidhart in 4th. Denny Keller in 5th as the crossed flags signal 3 down, 3 to go. Jimmy Stokes looking to the outside of Tracy Keller, can't make a pass there. Stokes from West Newton, Pennsylvania, another championship contender. He is 3rd in the points to Gardner and Lemley, and he's 3rd on the racetrack right now to Minjock and Keller. 2 laps to go now. Tracy Keller in the 1 has hopped from the Monte Carlo to the Pontiac Grand Prix. Did that just a couple of weeks ago. Holding down second to Aaron Minjock. Minjock will be a Subway Street Stock competitor in 2008. As the white flag waves over the 34, Larry Lint Flooring sponsored Buick of Minjock. Stokes still trying to challenge for second position. Keep in mind, heat races do award championship points. Stokes will have 2 more corners to try and gain 1 more spot. Out of turn number 4, another checkered flag for Greenock, Pennsylvania's Aaron Minjock over Tracy Keller, Jimmy Stokes, Ed Neidhart, and Denny Keller. The 94 is Dustin Blank from Valencia. 20 laps for the Subway Street Stocks. Out of turn 4, Shawn Phillips and Jason Holder lead him to the green flag. Jason Holder takes an early lead from pole starter. Shawn Phillips 3 wide at the back of the pack. Andrew Kostelnik, Jonathan Heilman, and Don Blank entering turn 3. Precarious, but we make it through. Jason Holder with less than a car length advantage at the scoring line on lap 1. Shawn Phillips in the 31. In second, Joe Nicola riding the high lane of the speedway to take 3rd spot from John Greenewald. 5th, it's Adam Kostelnik, the Subway Challenge driver of the night. Bumper to bumper to bumper up front. Jason Holder, Shawn Phillips, and Joe Nicola playing tag for top 3 positions. Kostelnik has wrestled the inside lane away from the 12 of Greenewald back in 4th spot, and Holder's lead is less than a bumper on lap 3. Into turn 1, Shawn Phillips started on the pole, now takes the lead position away on the back straight, working lap 3. 3 wide again headed into turn 3. Kostelnik stuck the nose in between Joe Nicola's 69 and Jason Holder's 74. The official lead change now finds Shawn Phillips out in front by a fender over Joe Nicola. Door to door, Ford versus Chevrolet out of turn 2 down the back straight. Joe Nicola, Shawn Phillips, and Adam Kostelnik, now a 3-car battle. We got a crash on the back straight. Don Blank collects the 18 of Jeff Zellweger. We'll need a caution flag. Crashing on the back straight, the 45 of Don Blank got crossed up coming out of turn 2, tried to save it on the back straight, but when Don Blank spun, Jeff Zellweger was right in his path. The 45 machine collects the 18 of Zellweger. Zellweger's Chevrolet Monte Carlo, the former ride of 3-time champion Frank Turek, as both those cars have stopped along the back straightaway. And Bill Ashton in the top 5 in car 35 as the green flag waves up to full speed. Before the caution flag came out, a torrid fight at the front of the field saw bumper-to-bumper contact. Here comes Joe Nicola, the Ford looking to the inside of the Monte Carlo of Shawn Phillips. Adam Kostelnik watching the fight from 3rd. They will be door-to-door on the front straight. New leader is Joe Nicola, working lap number 5 of 20. Adam Kostelnik muscles right through into the 2nd spot. Phillips took the lead from Holder, now falls back into 3rd. Holder 4th, Ashton 5th. If you're a betting man, you might want to place your bet on a blue and orange race car. Joe Nicola up front, Adam Kostelnik in 2nd, Shawn Phillips 3rd. This time the lead at the scoring line held by Joe Nicola is approximately 1 Ford fender. Adam Kostelnik, the points leader, side by side down the back straight, working lap number 7. Leading winner of the season, Adam Kostelnik. 2nd in points and wins, Joe Nicola falls to 2nd on the racetrack. Lap number 8 has a new leader, Adam Kostelnik. The Subway Challenge driver of the night takes the lead as Joe Nicola spins from the runner-up spot. Caution flag will wave as Kostelnik took the lead, and Joe Nicola spins from the runner-up position. Cracks the top 5 as the green flag back out. 8 of 20 laps completed. Leaders separated by a couple of car lengths. Jason Holder in 3rd, Bill Ashton 4th, then John Greenewalt and Bill Henry. Very close racing with Holder and Ashton there on the front straight. In turn 2, Ashton in the 35 is able to gain ground on the 74 of Holder, but then in turns 3 and 4, Greenewalt in the 12 closes right into the rear bumper of Ashton's 35. Crossed flags halfway, 10 laps down, 10 laps to go. Adam Kostelnik out in front with a 5 or 6 car length advantage over Shawn Phillips. Phillips carrying that same advantage over Jason Holder in 3rd. Then Bill Ashton, and the fight for 5th is a heated one. Light bumper contact between the 64 of Bill Henry and the 12 of John Greenewalt. Greenewalt is a former street stock champion at the Jennerstown Speedway, then moved on to late model competition. Bill Henry in the 64 challenging him for 5th, got his first career win this season at Motordrome in the biggest race of the year for the Subway Street Stocks. And now by just about a bumper, Henry may be taking over 5th position from Greenewalt. Right there is the hammer, Dave Tavermina. Tavermina now in 7th, but watching the heated fight for 5th just in front of him. 7 laps to go. Single file at the front, but a 4-car battle for 5th. 64 of Bill Henry from Vandergrift, the 12 of John Greenewalt from Elizabeth. Heat race winner tonight and last week's feature winner, the hammer, Dave Tavermina in 25, and the 50 of Tony Manganello is catching that group. Tavermina in the 25, or call it the 21 car, sneaks beneath the 12 of Greenewalt. He's now fighting with Bill Henry to find his number on the scoreboard in 5th. And just by inches at the scoring line on lap 15, Tavermina puts his number on the scoreboard. On one side of the car it's 21, the other side it's 25. Either way you look at it, he's in 5th spot over Henry. Bill Ashton is 4th, Jason Holder is 3rd, Shawn Phillips is 2nd. Adam Kostelnik opening up a big lead now with 4 laps remaining. Bill Henry now dropping back. He lost a position to the 12 of Greenewalt, now has the 50 of Tony Manganello passing to his inside. Henry losing positions in the closing laps. The Costa Construction number 50 of Manganello up into the 7th spot now. Before this race is finished, we may have a battle for 2nd position. Adam Kostelnik has set sail from the rest of the field, and we'll see the signal of 2 laps to go. Jason Holder, who was up front and leading this race early on, is making his presence known to Shawn Phillips, who rides in 2nd position. Bill Ashton is right there. It's a 3-car battle for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Meanwhile, up front, the Folkmeyer Racing 05 car of the points leader, Adam Kostelnik, taking the white flag. Shawn Phillips hangs on to 2nd by a full car length over Holder. Tavermina has moved up to challenge Ashton on this final lap. Last 2 corners. And for the first time in 2007, the Subway Street Stock Challenge has been claimed. Adam Kostelnik wins a free 6-inch meatball sub for everybody. Shawn Phillips, Jason Holder, Bill Ashton, Dave Tavermina complete the top 5. A cold shower here in Victory Lane of Pepsi products. Well, Adam, I'm not sure if you're aware as to why the fans are cheering a little extra loud for you tonight, because you made some new fans by winning everybody a free 6-inch meatball sub with that drive.
You know what, man? They should have picked me a little more often. We could have won them some more free food. But, hey, enjoy the sub, but this one's good because this one wraps up the championship for us. And like I said, man, I can't thank Jeff and Deneen Folkmeyer. They own the car. Like I said, without doing this double duty stuff, without my brother, Josh Whitmore, Chucky Slate, John Kajava, Frank Pagnotta, Chantel Germack, Billy Haberjack. I mean, it's just a great deal. Like I said, hopefully we could end up that modified, put that in the same place, sew up that championship tonight. But like I said, man, just hats off to everybody in my crew. You know what I mean? We worked hard. Like I said, we just got one more to go now, but can't celebrate too much. Got to stay in the same frame of mind. I got to thank my sponsors, Het Corporation, Stan Transmission, Dave Manns, Tedrick Financial Service, Tube City Beer, because I'm celebrating tonight, because hopefully we could end this championship race tonight. But like I said, hats off to the fans, man. It's just been a good run. Hopefully I'll see you here in about 10 minutes.
He's in a hurry to get to that modified to strap in to win a second championship. Ladies and gentlemen, from East McKeesport, Adam Kostelnik. Row 2 is Opolinski and Ofer. The O row as the green flag comes out for 20 laps of the Lincoln Welders open wheel modifieds. Tom Frank not up to speed on the front straight, but drivers racing 3 wide on the back straight in the middle of the pack. Brian Shipp is the early race leader over Rich Nicola and Harry Ofer. Jim Nicola in 4th. Mike Opolinski side by side with George Nicola in the fight for 5th spot. Opolinski, the rookie, having problems in turn 2. John Prabanich in the 68 does a great job of avoiding him. And up front, there's a cluster of cars fighting for 2nd spot. Brian Shipp continues to lead on lap 2. Harry Ofer and Rich Nicola are side by side. George Nicola's right there in the 97. Kostelnik is there in the 60. Harry Ofer into the 2nd position in 0-1 as the field will pass by the 6 of Tom Frank, who is not up to speed. Working lap number 3, and Brian Shipp, the sophomore driver, leading his first feature event laps over Harry Ofer. Then the championship contenders of George Nicola 3rd, Adam Kostelnik 4th. Contact in the battle for 2nd, Harry Ofer does a terrific job of saving that race car on the back straight as George Nicola moved to the high side and made late rear bumper contact with the 01 car. So far, some tremendous saves have been made, racing in top 5 positions. Behind points leader Kostelnik, a brothers battle as Rich and Jim Nicola slug it out for 5th. Brian Shipp leading lap number 6, and Mike Opolinski spins in turn number 2. The rookie in car 50, a former Bo Glemba crew member, spins to bring out the caution. As the green flag comes back out, 15 laps to go. Adam Kostelnik had nearly completed the pass for 3rd when the caution flag negated the action. Now 3 wide on the back straight, fighting for podium positions. Harry Ofer holds on to 2nd. This battle about 6 car lengths behind leader Brian Shipp, and it's intense. Wheel-to-wheel action still into turn number 1. George Nicola on the high side. The 60 of Adam Kostelnik on the low side, fighting for 3rd behind Harry Ofer. Now the trio of cars fighting for 2nd, maybe gaining a couple of car lengths on leader Brian Shipp. George Nicola shuffled back to the 4th spot now. All 3 racing Nicolas together on the speedway in 4th, 5th, and 6th. Adam Kostelnik, the points leader, third. Harry Ofer, second. And having the drive of his career. And there's contact up front. The points leader and Harry Ofer collide in the battle for second position on the front straight. Those numbers one more time because we're going to need a caution flag once again, it appears. No, we're going to start. Green flag is out. Leaders were in line, and we're going to take the start with 12 laps to go. Brian Shipp is out in front. Jorge Nicola in second. Rich Nicola third. Jim Nicola fourth. John Prabanich in fifth. Watch the points leader storming through the back of the field in car 60. The last time the green flag was waving, Brian Shipp had opened up a big lead over Harry Ofer and Adam Kostelnik. But Jorge Nicola is sticking right with the leader, only about a car length and a half off the rear bumper of Brian Shipp. Sits Jorge Nicola in car 97. Halfway, 10 laps down, 10 laps to go. And a family battle in third, spinning the 5. It's Jim Nicola underneath brother Rich. And we're gonna need another caution flag. Jim, green flag is back out. Leader Brian Shipp is on the loud pedal with 10 laps to go. Brian Shipp, Jorge Nicola, then Rich Nicola, and John Prabanich in the 68 car. He's made only a couple of starts this season with his own number 11 machine, but has the Viglione Racing backup car firmly in the top 5. And Kostelnik has not only taken away a top 5 spot, he has closed up to the back bumper of his teammate Prabanich. Trying to secure a 4th consecutive modified track championship for Viglione Racing in car number 60. Adam Kostelnik, the TCI Transmissions, Luzader Auto number 60. Won his heat race tonight, gaining points. Closing into the back bumper of his own backup race car as the lead battle intensifies. Young Brian Shipp finding his first serious challenges of the night for the race lead. Up front, Jorge Nicola, after a fiery heat race crash in turn number 1, has the 97 machine repaired and operating at full song right now. As Kostelnik takes away the 4th position from his teammate and closes in on Rich Nicola, Brian Shipp's lead is about 2 car lengths on the front straight with 6 laps remaining. Adam Kostelnik now storms to the inside of Rich Nicola, taking over 3rd position like a man on a mission right now. Kostelnik has passed every car in the field at least once, except for the 40 of Brian Shipp. He's passed a lot of these cars twice now, and he's all by himself in 3rd with 5 to go. Now Jorge Nicola looking to the outside lane as Brian Shipp is smooth and fast in the low side of the speedway. The former Charger Division racer, moving up to modifieds in 2006 as a sophomore in 07, leading his first feature laps, and now his lead is less than half a car length. Jorge Nicola storming to the inside, working lap number 60. Nicola, this season a 3-time feature winner in the 97 car. Wheel to wheel in turns 3 and 4 with Shipp. Will it be a first-time winner? Will it be a veteran championship contender? At the scoring line, officially, Jorge Nicola takes the lead by inches on lap 17, but Brian Shipp hasn't given up yet. A full head of steam out of turn 2, and Shipp battles back to the high side. Turns 3 and 4, very close racing, wheel to wheel, allowing Adam Kostelnik to close in on the lead battle. Just 2 laps to go. Nicola still out in front. Brian Shipp performing best in turns 1 and 2, once again makes a good run for it, trying to hang on to the lead. Adam Kostelnik joins the fray. It's a 3-car battle. Jorge Nicola up front in the 97 after the heat race crash. Adam Kostelnik from the rear of the field, seeing the white flag. Brian Shipp is now in 3rd spot after leading so much of this feature event. Sophomore driver in the outside lane of the speedway. Adam Kostelnik with perhaps the most significant tire wear of anybody on the racetrack, trying to win this event after going to the tail with a caution flag incident. Wheel to wheel down to the checkered flag. Who's it gonna be? Kostelnik wins by a wheel. Climbing out of the Viglione number 60, ladies and gentlemen, Adam Kostelnik. Well, Adam, if there's something that's going to make you feel good here tonight, it's the fact that the cheer you just got for winning this race was an even bigger cheer than the one you got for winning everybody a meatball sub just a couple minutes ago. Your thoughts at this moment?
Yeah, like I said, I got in the other one a little bit. I thought I was up far enough on him, but hey, it didn't happen. Ben sent me to the back. That's okay, and it just inspired me to drive a little harder. And sorry about George, but going into 3, I wasn't backing out, and I knew I could outbrake him, and man, that's one hell of a run, man.
The fans are still on their feet here after that near photo finish with the driver who you're racing with for the championship. You told us in the street stock interview, which had to be quick, that you did the math and it's locked up. How does the math look for this car in the modified division right now?
It's all over. We won 2 races tonight. We won 2 track championships. First person to ever do that, first person to ever win 4, that was our goal. Like I said, man, hey, that's one hell of a race. If you can't get excited about that, and you never get excited.
Now talk about going to the tail of the field, a little different in a modified with open wheels. Did you really believe you had enough laps at that point under caution to come back?
Yeah, I knew the car was really good, and like I said, I just hoping I didn't knock the toe out when I got in 1. I apologize to the 1 for hitting them, and I guess it was my fault. That's why I went to the back. But like I said, you know what I mean? I just got a little mad, and man, when you're mad, you drive hard.
Any noticeable tire wear after getting mad? A lot of drivers will tell you patience is what saves tires. You had enough to get bite out of turn 4 on the last lap to lead only 1.
I didn't care about the tires. The car was loose, but you know what? It's just the way I like to drive it. But hats off to this crew. Like I said, I couldn't do it with 2 crews, man. They're the best. Harry Lazader, Buzzy, and Donna Viglione, they own the car. Chris Lazader, Dez, Pouch, sister, Chantel. Like I said, I got to thank Johnny Perbanich for driving our backup car. But like I said, man, without 2 good crews, I couldn't do this on a good night. And like I said, man, hats off to Harry Lazader. He's the crew chief, engine builder, just awesome horsepower. Like I said, thank the sponsors, Lazader Auto Service, Bowling Machine, TCI Circumatic Stand Transmission. I'm done talking. It's ready to drink.
He has clinched 2 championships on the same night. Ladies and gentlemen, Adam Kostelnik. The field to 35 laps of Napa NASCAR Super Late Model Competition. Bobby Henry and Bo Glemba, row number 2. Green flag is out. Rick Miller spins from the 8th starting position. The 00 of Larry Bhajana made contact with the 21 car. Dave Riggin has stopped. The 20 of Doug Bakioki is involved, and Steve Black with damage. Model rookie in row 2. Mark Catone, Gregory Kelly in row 3. Green flag is out. 35 laps for the Napa NASCAR Super Late Models underway. Tommy Beck in car 60. At one point this season led 130 consecutive laps. Larry Bhajana into the inside wall hard. The 00 car on fire. The Monongahela veteran. A tough break after 3 or 4 terrific performances here at Motordrome. The 00 of Larry Bhajana from Monongahela, Pennsylvania. A veteran driver who began his Motordrome career in the Pro Stock division back in the 1990s. And after 4 outstanding performances here at Motordrome and a couple of top 5 finishes at Jennerstown Speedway, makes hard inside retaining wall impact on the back straight. Still no laps completed. 2 by 2, another attempted start at the 35-lap NASCAR Super Late Model feature. Tommy Beck and Neil Brown lead him to the green. Again, Tommy Beck is best on the initial start. 2-car length advantage over Neil Brown, Bobby Henry in 3rd, then Mark Catone. Bo Glemba in the 5th spot with the Chad Hemphill owned 78 car. Challenge for second. Bobby Henry looking to the inside of Neil Brown, and we got a caution flag. Steve Black has spun in turn one. One lap is now officially in the record books completed, and Steve Black, already heavily damaged, backs the Penn West Toyota lift number one into the outside concrete. Green flag back out. Tommy Beck, Neil Brown, Bobby Henry, and Mark Catone lead him up to full speed. Single file in the top five. Battle at mid-pack. Gregory Kelly moving to the inside of the 15 of Todd Price. Two drivers who graduated from truck division racing into super late models. Working lap number two, they are door to door. And Gary Wiltrout passing the 9 of Will Thomas just behind this battle, now taking the spot away from Price just as quickly. Wiltrout gains 2 spots in 1 lap. Now Wiltrout closing in on Gregory Kelly as we work lap number 3. Mid-pack action with Will Thomas diving to the inside of Price's 15 car. In turn 3, Wiltrout moving into the 6th spot around Gregory Kelly, and headed into turn number 1, a battle for second. Championship points leader Bobby Henry looking to the inside of Neil Brown. Brown fended him off in turn 2, but Henry gets the better leap onto the back straight to the inside in car 11. Door to door out of turn number 4. Coming to the scoring line, Bobby Henry takes over second position on lap 5. As Bobby, the points leader, nearly makes contact with Neil in turn 2. Yet to complete the pass, Kyle Martell is off the pace in car 59 and collects Gary Wiltrout. And Bo Glemba spinning to the outside. Heartbreak for Gary Wiltrout in car 95, the second driver in the points chase, and we got more action happening in turn 4 as Dave Riggin tries to make it to the pit area. He collects the 33 of Komarinsky. Caution flag incident for the 95 of Gary Wiltrout as the 59 of Kyle Martell slowed. Wiltrout with nowhere to go, racing for position. Made contact with Martell and with the driver with whom he was battling, that being the 78 of Bo Glemba, who's now headed pit side. Winner Will Thomas in 5th. Green flag is out. Kyle Martell is back in action after the hard hit, and Tommy Beck opens up a 5 or 6 car length lead over Bobby Henry. Henry suffering from a back injury in a non-racing accident. Retired from the feature event last week after a spin, losing some ground to championship rival but teammate Gary Wiltrout, who's now out of this affair early. It's Beck, Henry, Brown, Catone, and a battle developing for 5th spot, Gregory Kelly. The D&K Sales Henry Motors number 44, feeling the pressure of Will Thomas, last week's winner. Thomas won both of his weekend starts last week here at Motordrome and at Holland, New York. He pulls even with the former truck division champion Gregory Kelly. At the scoring line on lap 8, it's a dead heat for 5th position. Thomas started deep in the field and challenging the sophomore late model driver Kelly on the inside. Just in front of that battle, Mark Catone, a smooth and steady ride in 4th spot. Thomas completes the pass for 5th. Kelly back to 6th. Todd Price in 7th, working lap 9 of 35. Tommy Beck's lead is more than half a straightaway now, as he is outrunning points leader Bobby Henry. The Stands Transmissions Benz Motorsports number 60 car out in front. Bobby Henry in 2nd, and then Neil Brown. Still a trio of 3-time feature winners up front on lap 10, but a battle for 4th on the back straight. Will Thomas's Colonial Metal Products PI&I number 9 car, looking to the inside of the J&J Al's Construction 31 of Mark Catone, and the defending Mara Series champion takes position away from the 2-time Motordrome track champion. Thomas into 4th, Catone back to 5th, and Thomas is gaining quickly on the 3rd place ride of Neil Brown. Neil Brown might be gaining on Bobby Henry as well, working lap number 12. Tommy Beck checking out on the field. Bobby Henry second. And some action about to take place as Neil Brown is closing on Henry, and Will Thomas working his way from deep in the field to fourth. Working lap number 13. Tommy Beck's lead nearly a straightaway. 3 cars in second, third, and fourth closing in on one another as we close in on the midpoint of this event. It's lap 14 of 35, and at the crossed flags, we may have a position change inside the top 5. Bobby Henry in car 11, the former dirt track limited late model champion here at Motordrome, seeking his first career NASCAR championship in Smithton. Neil Brown in the 98. He earned the title of King of the Knob in dirt track racing at Roaring Knob Speedway a couple years back. He's got to hold off Will Thomas in car 9. Thomas, a 6-track winner in the last 2 seasons. Working lap number 16, Thomas less than a car length from the back bumper of Neil Brown. Best battle on the speedway is that for third. Acme, Pennsylvania's Neil Brown, and Sharpsville, Pennsylvania's Will Thomas. Duking it out behind the points leader, who's second, as Tommy Beck is blowing away the field on lap 17. Crossed flags shown to the field halfway. Single file around the speedway, watching the battle for third. Neil Brown in car 98, a team entry. The Nagy, Sunoco Gas and Oil Products, Brooks Automotive Group Chevrolet, team car to Shawn Phillips. And Will Thomas, whose family fielded Lou Blaney's sprint cars through the 1970s and 80s. Racing very close together in that battle for third position. And on lap 20, Tommy Beck's lead is only getting larger. He's stretching it out over championship contender Bobby Henry in the hopes to become the only 4-time winner at Motordrome this season. In turn number 4, leader Tommy Beck hits the front straightaway with heavy lap track in front of him on lap 22. Doug Bakioki in the 20 car looms just in front of the leader. Car formerly driven by rookie Ricky Megley as Beck moves to the outside to clear him and closes in on New York's Dave Riggin. Riggin finished in the top 10 at Holland, New York's Mara 100 last Saturday. Goes a lap down to Tommy Beck on lap 23. Beck now approaching West Virginian John Messenger. The Cochran Construction Auto Trim of Clarksburg, Kelly Hardwood's 51, and Messenger goes a lap down. Meanwhile, in the center of the back straight, a challenge for second position. Neil Brown in the 98. Between the 11 of Bobby Henry, your runner-up, and the 9 of Will Thomas, who advanced through the field to fourth. Nearly playing bumper tag, 3 cars fighting for top 5 spots. Into turn number 3, a battle for position inside the top 10. Shawn Phillips in car 5, teammate of the third place driver on the speedway, has taken a position from Todd Price in the 15 car. The Office Plus Shop and Save Ford of Price going back 1 position as Shawn Phillips in the 5. Moving forward into the 7th position with Gregory Kelly just in front of him in a smooth 6th place drive. In turn 4, Dan Lewis is off the pace. Top 5 cars are approaching him, but the caution flag will come out. Thomas and Mark Catone leading the field back to the green. Biggest mover of the race so far is Will Thomas into the 4th position. He's gained more spots than any other driver, looking to the inside of Neil Brown. On that restart, Gregory Kelly took a shot at a top 5 spot looking under Catone, but couldn't make a pass. Thomas with his best run off of turn 4 and trying to steal away 3rd position from Neil Brown. Into turn number 1, the 9 car on the inside. Working lap number 29, still cannot pull off a pass just behind this group. Shawn Phillips continues to advance. He took away a spot from Todd Price a couple laps ago. Now fights under the 44 of Gregory Kelly. And Phillips is into the 6th position now in car number 5. Both of those drivers closing in on the 31 of Catone, but the battle for 3rd is door-to-door in turn 3. Thomas and Brown not finished wrestling for that spot yet, and Thomas takes away a podium position on lap 31. 4 laps remaining. Heated action behind these drivers, 5th, 6th, and 7th. Gregory Kelly has taken the spot back from Shawn Phillips in a heated fight. Both of them closing up to the rear bumper of Mark Catone in 31. Two laps to go, the signal given to Tommy Beck. And in 5 laps, he has opened up a lead of 1 full straightaway. White flag waving for Tommy Beck in car number 60. Bobby Henry in the 2nd position, Will Thomas in 3rd. And the driver for Benz Motorsports in the Stans Transmissions number 60, the former Jennerstown NASCAR Super Late Model champion, becomes the leading winner of 2007 at Motordrome Speedway. Bobby Henry takes 2nd over Will Thomas, Neil Brown, and Gregory Kelly steals the 5th position on the final lap in contact with Mark Catone. Well, Tommy, you have separated yourself from everybody else by becoming the only 4-time winner of the season, but seems like every time we talk to you, we have to go back a week and take a look at the disappointment. What happened to this car while you were leading 1 week ago?
We broke a right front hub, just kind of one of those freak things that happen. Seems like it happens to us this year, though, but we had a problem with the bearings inside the hub. It actually broke the bearings, and we got it all fixed, though. I knew we would. Everybody here with the whole Stans crew, Bob Jr., Tommy, the rest of the crew. I mean, everybody, I knew they'd find what was wrong with it and we'd be fast again.
Well, speaking of finding problems that were wrong, an electrical problem that persisted at the beginning of the season, which hampered your team efforts, are you now thinking this could have been a championship season if a couple things had gone your way with 4 wins now?
I hate to look back. I always like to look forward. So if the way this season's going, I can't wait to see what next season's like.
So we expect that maybe you'll be back again in the Benz Motorsports seat in 2008?
Yeah, that's the plan, and I think right now, I heard the plan was to run for the championship rather than just run a couple nights here. Well, I mean, we kind of sat out at the beginning of the year just because we weren't going to run for points. I think maybe next year we're ready to come down here and try it.
Now, you've got a dirt track car that you use on Saturday nights. There's a big event called the Pittsburgh coming right up. You're going to be qualifying for that event, I would guess?
We haven't decided yet if we're going to try it. We have a Steel Block 350, the spec program down at Pittsburgh, and we finished 4th last week. We're still kind of getting our program together down there, so I haven't decided if we're fast enough to go down there and run good or go down there and look like fools, so we're still trying to decide.
Well, you made the entire field look like fools tonight. How about a chance to thank all the sponsors that made this ride a rocket ship?
I got to first of all thank Stans Transmissions. I mean, everybody there. I couldn't do it without them. I mean, my mom and dad, Mike, rest of the crew, everybody else. I mean, I can't say enough for how fast this car is this year. I think it's a testament to how hard Ben's family works on it.
There he is, ladies and gentlemen, your only 4-time feature winner, Tommy Beck. For him out of the Mag Racing team. Terry Schwartz in 4, Mary Catherine Shimko in 44. Green flag is out. 8 laps for the American Flyers. Early battle for the lead. Ed Deneen squeaks past defending champion Dan Jordan up front. 16 car is on the move early. Side by side, Andy Giles in second. Holding on to second by only a fender over Dan Jordan. Manufacturers battle. Chevrolet up front, Dodge in second, Buick in third. Ed Deneen, the former champion, leading by only a couple of car lengths, as Andy Giles, hoping for his first championship this season, is finding a brand new ride to his liking. The West Side Lube and Tire sponsored Nowak Painting number 05 car has been driven to victory here by 2 different drivers this season, including Jeff Halfhill and Jay Matthews. And now with the points leader behind the wheel, he is not letting Ed Deneen run away with this feature event, battling back on the inside. Halfway, 4 laps down, 4 laps to go. Andy Giles, the younger brother of a former Charger Division champion, trying to take the lead from the all-time winner Ed Deneen on the back straight. Dan Jordan rides third, Cody Corrick is fourth, Ron Eifert the third is fifth, but all eyes are on the lead battle. Deneen up high, Giles down low. Down the back straight, another good run, Andy Giles. Mopar fans are cheering as Ed Deneen is on the outside. Andy Giles is on the inside. Coming to the scoring line for the signal of 2 laps to go, they change lanes. Brake lights are glowing into turn number 1, and Andy Giles finds the middle of the racetrack, make that the high side of the track, much to his liking, with a 2-car length advantage down the back straight. Dan Jordan closing in just a little in the 32 car, working lap number 6 of 8. Giles, the points leader, has yet to find victory lane in 2007. White flag, his first ride in this car, could prove to be the victorious ride of his season. Deneen loses a couple car lengths. In turns 1 and 2, drops a wheel on the apron. Final time through turns 3 and 4. This will be a bonsai run for Ed Deneen, trying to reclaim the point position. Out of turn number 4. First victory of the season for points leader Andy Giles over Ed Deneen. Dan Jordan, Cody Quarek coming home in the 4th spot, and Ron Eifert the 3rd in 5th. Each and every feature winner at the Motordrome Speedway receives contingency prizes, including snacks from our friends at Untitled Chapter. He can hear you now, ladies and gentlemen, Andy Giles. There it is, a victory lane somersault. Carl Edwards, eat your heart out. Now, the first thing I notice about that somersault is you're not the owner of the car, so where your foot scratched the hood there, that's not your problem now, right?
Oh, we get on it. There were like footprints all over it, so I'm like, hey, what the big deal?
Well, the fans love to see that somersault. Now, tell us how this ride came to be and what has become of your former ride.
We're still trying to get rid of it. It kept on getting a little warm and like too hot than we wanted to take it. So we talked to Matt. I'm out of breath from that somersault. And he said, we talked to him about like leasing this through to us, at least for now. So our car is still for sale. It's not here, but it's in good hands at home. So you can come get it if you want, anybody out there.
Now, this ride being so fast all season, did you really expect to be able to win your first time in this car? How different does it feel from the car you've been driving for a couple of years?
I about peed my pants on hot laps. This thing was so loose, and I came in, I was always throwing my day. He's like, calm down. So we're trying to get a little tight. It started pushing you down in the race, but I think we're running it pretty good, so I'm pretty happy.
Now, here's the big question. Do you thank your sponsors or his sponsors when we give you the chance for the first time in 07?
I don't know who to thank. I guess a big thanks to Mag Racing down there with Matt, letting us run his car. I'll thank Westside Lube and Tire and Tri-State Flooring. Thank you, I guess. I want to thank my sponsor. It's Checkered Flag Sports Bar in Vanderbilt. Cars Are Us, Painter's Choice, Richard Has Auto Sales, and Francis Market.
A Subway gift certificate for his first win of the season. Ladies and gentlemen, Andy Giles. 15 laps for the Yellow Book Chargers, and green flag is out. Aaron Minjock and Ed McConnell lead him up to full speed. Three wide in the battle for second position. And Keller is hard into the wall, nearly upside down over the front bumper of McConnell. Mike Lemley very carefully avoids further contact, and a scary crash gets this race underway. Victor Keller pulls up to the scene of the crash and then drives away, perhaps indicating that Tracy is okay in that machine. It was an all Keller family row number 2. A scary crash as the Pontiac Grand Prix number 1, driven by defending points champion Tracy Keller, goes airborne in a shower of sparks on the back straightaway. Mike Lemley in car 4 did an amazing job to keep everybody safe and avoiding the contact as that car drifted helplessly across the lanes of the speedway. Tracy Keller is out of the car, race fans. Career first checkered flag. Keller and Gardner in row 2 as the green flag waves. Wide at the front of the pack. Still 3 wide all the way through turns 1 and 2. Keller, Gardner, and McConnell. Exactly what Aaron Minjock needs to run off and hide in the lead is 3 wide racing. Finally, it breaks down, and Gardner into the second position by half a car length. McConnell in the 48 car drifting back just a little bit through the field allows Lemley, the points leader, to advance 1 position into 4th. Lemley trying for 3rd position now as the 4 car takes to the high side of Keller's 13. Oldsmobile Cutlass on the bottom, Monte Carlo up top. Still door to door in turn number 4. Beginning to work lap number 3. Two-time feature winner Mike Lemley in car number 4. Putting the fender and the door out in front of the 13 of Denny Keller, battling for 3rd. Working lap number 4, the car number 4 of Mike Lemley, finally completing a pass for 3rd after a torrid battle with Keller. Up front, 2 cars have broken away from the rest of the field. Aaron Minjock's 34 and Matt Gardner's 7. Just moments ago, Andy Giles put a Mag Racing Team 4-cylinder in victory lane, and now Matt Gardner in the 2nd position, hoping to close in on Aaron Minjock to get 2 wins for his team tonight. Minjock in car 34, becoming a Subway street stock driver next season. Meanwhile, back in the pack, Gardner's teammate Jimmy Stokes takes a position away from rookie Ed McConnell as McConnell drives off the speedway completely in turn 2 just briefly. McConnell and his teammate Neidhart are now going to be racing close together on the speedway. Neidhart in the 68 car closing in on his teammate who started on the front row and was nearly caught up in that disastrous crash. We're working lap number 7 right now. And Aaron Minjock's lead about 7 or 8 car lengths over Matt Gardner, and then nearly a quarter or third of a straightaway back to Mike Lemley, who is distancing himself from Denny Keller, while Jimmy Sideways Stokes climbs up through the field, nipping at the rear bumper of Keller on lap 8. Stokes is already in the top 5, looking to challenge for 4th. 3 championship contenders in 2nd, 3rd, and 5th on the speedway. Working lap 9, and Jimmy Stokes completes a pass of Keller for 4th spot. Aaron Minjock out in front in car 34. When he has won by huge margins. And Matt Gardner is not letting him get away at this point. Gardner's number 7 car was severely damaged with outside wall impact on a non-points race a few weeks back. And it looks like Gardner may have found his early season speed once again, as Minjock is not pulling away by very much as we begin to work lap 11. Minjock, your leader, with 3 laps to go over Gardner, Lemley, and Stokes. Charger Division Championship is the one the closest in the points battle as we head to our final night of racing next week. The 2 laps to go signal given to Minjock. Although he's one of the leading winners on the season, Minjock is not a threat for the track championship this season. Minjock more than 100 points back in about the 5th position in the standings. Nevertheless, taking the white flag, knocking down feature wins in the second half of this season without any problem. No surprise that he'll be moving on to the Subway Street Stocks with such a strong performance. And Stokes and Lemley are going to battle it out. Here in turn 2, there was nearly contact on the final lap for 3rd position, but out of turn number 4. The 5th victory of the season for Aaron Minjock over Matt Gardner. Mike Lemley and Jimmy Stokes very close, racing for top 5 positions. And Denny Keller completing the top 5. Well, Aaron, I have the 5th Subway gift certificate of the year for you. And I got to ask you a question. Since you're moving up to the Subway Street Stocks, we've been telling folks all night about Charger cars that are for sale and American Flyer cars that are for sale. What's going to happen to this fast ride?
It's going to go in mothballs till I need it or wreck my other one, and then I'll get back in this if I have to.
Are you going to convert this car to make it a backup street stock or leave it for the Charger division?
They're just going to leave it like it is and put it up in the garage. We don't have to sell it, so we're lucky.
Well, there it is, race fans. You're not going to get this fast ride. How about a chance to thank all your sponsors and crew for this 5th win of the year?
I thank my 2 brothers, El and Joel, my dad up there in the stands. Buddies in the turn 4, Larry Lent, Slaughter Shops, Minjock Painting, Curry Agency, and the Solvay Plumbing. That'll work.
Now, I got one question for you. Let's be real honest. Beginning of the season, this car wasn't all that good. Since you're going to put it in mothballs, that tells me you want to keep the secrets. Are you going to tell anybody what it is that you found about mid-season that made this car so fast?
I think the motor finally broke in and it started loosening up. Now we're running good. Too bad the year's over.
I don't think you're telling me the truth. I think there's more secrets in there, but congratulations on a 5th win of the season. Ladies and gentlemen, Aaron Minjock dominating the Yellow Book Chargers the second half of 2007.